and welcome to Gorilla Fitness Live. We're going to be doing 30 minutes of high intensity training. It's all going to be body weight, so you don't need any equipment. All you need is a mat or a towel on the floor and some water ready. So if you haven't got that ready, go grab that now. Don't worry if you haven't warmed up. We're going to do a 5-minute warm up together, and it's going to be 25 minutes of high intensity body weight. We're going to focus on different areas. We're going to focus on legs first, some pulse raises, core, more pulse raises, and some upper body with a little bit more core at the end. We're going to do 40 seconds on with 15 seconds rest, where I'll show you what's coming up next. So just do what you can for today. Just put the effort in, and then you'll get the benefit from it. Just do what you can, and I'll show you how to make it easier if you're struggling, and if you're finding it a little bit easy, then I'll show you how to make it a little bit more difficult, and you can push it a little bit harder if you want to do that. Okay, so let's get started with a nice easy little warm up to start with. So start the timer there, 5 minutes, onto your back, on the mat, belly button towards your spine, feet and knees together, and we're going to just gently roll to one side, back up to the middle, and then over to the other side. Just nice and easy to start with. Always good to have a nice gentle warm up before you start doing anything. So keeping your belly button towards your spine, knees just over as far as you can comfortably go. Don't force it. Just going to gently warm up your core. Couple more. That's it. Last one then. Okay, back up to the middle. Okay, and then we're going to flip around the other way onto your hands and knees, and we're going to do fire hydrant. So again, belly button towards your spine. We're going to do circles with your knees. So draw a circle with your knee around one way, back the other. As big a circles as you can do. Just try not to tilt your hips round to the side if you can. Just whatever range of movement feels comfortable for you. Okay, we'll make this the last one on this side, and we'll do the other leg. That's it. Nice big circles, as big as you can do as of right now. Nothing should hurt. Last one then. Okay, then we're going to stay where you are. Keep your belly button towards your spine, opposite limbs coming up parallel to the floor, and gently back down. Nice controlled movement this one, so this is called bird dog. Nice and easy. If you're struggling with this one, just do one limb at a time until you can work up to opposite limbs coming up, because it does challenge your balance a little bit more. Okay, we'll make this the last one. That's good. And then into groiners. So we're going to keep your hands down, kneeling down, right foot outside your right hand, back to kneeling, left foot outside your left hand. You can just gently ease into that one, keeping your back, your lower back as neutral as you can. So don't worry if you haven't got a lot of space at home. I haven't got a lot of space here. I'm not going to be using a lot of space. Pretty much going to be the space of the mat that we've got. We're not going to go much more than that. Okay, now we're going to add in an overhead reach. So right foot comes forward, right hand comes up. We lift your chest up towards the ceiling and rotate round. Again, just as far as you can comfortably go. It's the same hand as the same foot. So if your right foot comes forward, your right hand comes up. You can do it the other way, but it's a little bit more difficult. It's not wrong. Okay, good, that's fine, and relax. We're going to spin around the other way. We're going to do a reverse bridge, so hand behind you, fingers pointing the opposite way to your toes, keeping your shoulders unshrugged, and your belly button towards your spine as much as you can. We're just going to lift your hips up, get those glutes working, and a nice shoulder stretch as well. Just as high as you can comfortably go is fine. Again, nothing should hurt. Should just feel like a nice little stretch. Okay, last one. That's good. Okay, so we're going to jump up, and then we're going to go big shoulder circles going forwards to start with. As big as you can go. Remembering to breathe. Just breathe normally. Okay, one more forwards. That's it. Good. And then we're going to go backwards. And then we've just got a couple of pulse raises before we start. So I'll warm up. So try not to arch your back on this one, so keep your back nice and neutral. That's your last one. That's good. Okay, so let's start with a nice little gentle jog. This is still part of our warm-up. Nice and easy. If that's too difficult, then we're just going to have a march. You can get on the spot, you can go forwards or backwards, whatever is comfortable for you. But this is going to be what we revert back to if you're struggling. You can sit an exercise out if you have to. If you want to keep moving but you can't do an exercise, this is what we revert to. So it's a jog or a march, whatever you find comfortable to do, but just to try to keep moving. So we're trying to keep moving for a full 25 minutes, which with varying intensity. Okay, so knees up a little bit higher if you can. If you're doing a march, then go into a jog. Last few seconds. Nearly done. Cool, that's fine, and that's 15 seconds rest. I'm going to turn that volume up slightly because I can't hear that. Okay, we're going to do a glute bridge. So on your back on the mat, right foot down, left leg straight, belly button towards your spine, and we're going to lift up. So with your right leg first. Try not to lead with your left if you can. So try not to throw that left leg up. We're trying to push up from your right. If this is too difficult, keep both feet down and push up from there, making sure you keep your heels down. You must keep your heels down, belly button towards your spine, and upper back stays nice and tight. One leg if you can, so it's righty first, pushing up with right, so you can feel this in your hips, so your bum, the back of your thigh. Last few seconds, give it a good squeeze. Good, that's fine, and relax. Okay, now we're going to stick with righty. We're going to do Romanian deadlift. So slight knee bend, we're going to tilt forward, so nice neutral back. Tilt forward so you feel a stretch here, and then come back up. So you can use something for balance if you want to, or you can go freestyle. It's not cheating to use something for balance. That's it, tilt forward, feel that stretch, squeeze your glutes to come back up. So we're tilting forward, squeeze your glutes to come back up. If you really do want to make this one more difficult, you can add a weight in your hand if you want to. But we're sticking with body weight today. That's it, so we're doing 2 exercises back to back. They're going to hit the same muscle groups. Okay, we'll squeeze one more in, one more. Extra cheeky one. Good. Okay, lefty, same thing. So we're going to do the glute bridge first. Again, both feet down if you need to. Left leg bent, right leg straight. Try not to lead with your right. Away we go. So try not to throw this one up first and then come up. We're trying to squeeze up from here so they come up at the same time. It's going to make it more difficult that way. So squeeze at the top and stretch. Really try to push down through your heel as well as the ball of your foot. But we need to keep your heel down on this one. Remember to breathe. So if you're starting off on this one, you're struggling, you can go to both feet down. I'll get one more in. Okay, good, that's fine, and relax. Okay. Romanian deadlift, using the wall, the back of a sofa or a chair, whatever you've got to hand, or you can just go freestyle, tilting forward, feel that stretch on the back of your thigh, squeeze your glutes to come back up, away we go. You can tap your foot down at the top if you need to for balance, so tilting forward, squeeze back up, so we're tilting your pelvis forward, my pelvis tilts forward, and then I squeeze my glutes to come back up. That lower back stays nice and neutral. So this is all bum and back of your thighs, this one. So remember to breathe. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way back up. Pause, squeeze back up, good. Okay, one more for our legs before we move on to some pulse raises. We're going to do duck walks. So we're going to squat down as low as you can go, and we're going to walk along in that squat position. You can keep your hands to the side of your head or across your chest, wherever you like. Away we go. Turning round, We walk one way and back the other. Try and stay in that low position if you can. You can stand up at each end if you need to. Just go as low as you can comfortably go. If you really can't do these at all, then just squats. Just squat as low as you can comfortably go. That's fine. If you really can't get down here. This one is a bit challenging on the knees. Last few seconds then. Oh, okay, that's fine, and relax. Okay, right, we're going to get your heart rate back up. We're going to do some nice, easy little jumping jacks. Jumping hip to shoulder width apart, arms up. So about parallel, or just above parallel. Okay, away we go, 40 seconds. These are going to get your heart rate back up. Remember to breathe. That's it. So if for whatever reason you can't do the arms as well, just do the half jacks with your feet. So maybe you've got a big chest, arms across your chest, and do half jacks. Whoops, losing my mat. That's it. So keep breathing. You can really get your heart rate back up into the next 5. Last few seconds. Good, 15 seconds rest. Right, side shuffles. So along the length of the mat, as quick as you can comfortably go. This one's about speed. So side to side, get ready, away we go. Side shuffles, just as quick as you can go, and whatever distance you've got is fine. You're not going to get many steps in. Going to get your heart rate back up. We're going to challenge your joints, a slightly different plane of movement. So good crossover to sports, this one. That's it, good, 15 seconds. Keep it going. Remember to breathe. Just be aware of your surroundings, don't take anything out if you can. Good, 15 seconds rest. Right, we're going to do a jump, but the width of the mat. So roughly, width of the mat, just going to jump over. You can turn around, and you can jump back the other way. Or you can jump backwards. It's entirely up to you. But roughly the width of the mat. Away we go, 40 seconds. Nice soft landings. It's not only for your neighbours if you've got any below you, it's also for your joints. So nice soft landings. It's like a suspension. If you've got a bike, a suspension on a bike or a car, just lessens that impact. When you jump, there's a big impact on you going through your body. You want to lessen that. Nice soft landings. Okay, one more. Good, that's fine, and relax. Okay, 15 seconds rest. We're going to go for a jog. Jog again. So similar to our warm-up. If you can, we're just going to make it a little bit more intense. So get ready. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So the more intense version that we did during the warm-up. So the last little bit that we did. So jog if you can, knees high if you can. The higher your knees, the more effort you're going to have to put in. And speed as well, so if you want to make it more difficult, really go quick. It's really going to get your heart rate up. If you're struggling, just do what you can. Just keep breathing. Keep moving. That's it. Good. Ah, good, 15 seconds rest. Right, skater jump. So we're going to go side to side, just outside shoulder width apart. So about a quarter squat, side to side. Away we go. Okay, so from the side, something like this. So just leaning forward ever so slightly, not much. Just whatever distance you can do, whatever speed you can do, that's fine. If you want to make it more difficult, sit nice and low and go a little bit quicker. So remember to breathe. Again, we're going to be challenging your joints in a slightly different way. by going side to side. Again, good crossover for sports, this one. Just 15 seconds rest, right. Some core and a little bit more lower body in this one as well. Sneaks a little bit extra in. So we're going to do clamshells. So on your side, right elbow underneath your shoulder, feet together, and we're going to push your knees apart and lift your hips up. So push your knees apart and lift your hips up. You're going to feel this in the right side of your bum, your hips, and across your core here. So if you're struggling with this one, you can keep your knees together if you have to, but try to push them apart if you can. That's really going to get your hips working a bit more. Like I say, it's a bit of sneaky, extra lower body into the ab section. Squeeze at the top, and back down, good. Okay, right, proper abs now. We're going to do a bear crawl. So we're going to go the length of the mat, forwards and backwards, hips up, chest down. Remember to breathe because your head's low, so you're going to get a rush of blood to the head. Just as far as you can go, away we go. Just try and stay in for the whole set if you can. If you really can't do this one, then we'll do a side crunch standing if you have to. But give it a go if you can. Just keep your belly button towards your spine. Remember to breathe. Last few seconds. Stay in if you can, hips up, chest low. Okay, that's fine, and relax, good. 15 seconds rest, right, lefty, clamshell again. So, elbow underneath your shoulder, feet, knees together, belly button towards your spine, push your knees apart as we lift your hips up. So we're feeling that in the side of your hips, this left side. So we push up, knees apart, and then across the side here. So the side that's facing down is the side that's getting worked. So we're pushing away from gravity that's pulling us down. That's what we're using for resistance. So knees apart, hips up. Push your knees apart, lift your hips up. Keep your belly button towards your spine, breathe out as you lift up. Little pause, squeeze. Good, that's fine. 15 seconds rest. Right, bicycle crunches. So we're going to stay down on the mat. Hands to the side of your head, belly button towards your spine. Feet in the air, tabletop position. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Thighs can't come past vertical, so elbow to knee, away we go. If that's too difficult, feet down. Elbow to knee. Breathe out as we come up. Knees up, feet up if you can. But try not to bring your thighs past vertical. Bring your elbow to your knee, not the other way around like this. Try to work your core, not your hip flexors. That's it. Lead up with your chest. Keep looking up towards the ceiling. Last few seconds. Squeeze one more in. Good, that's fine. 15 seconds rest. Right, full sit up. So heels down, hands to the side of your head or in front, and we're going to come all the way up. 4 sit-ups. You can anchor your feet under something like the sofa if you need to. Away we go. Belly button towards your spine. If you really can't do this one, hover your hands above your thighs, slide them up so your fingers go over your knees, so as high as you can on this one. But if you can, full sit-ups. So feet anchored if you have to. You're still going to get a lot of work from it. With your feet anchored, that's fine. Belly button towards your spine. Breathing out as we come up. Breathing in on the way down. Breathing out. And squeeze one more in. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, that's the last one. Right, so we've hammered your core. We're going to get your heart rate back up. We're going to do mat hops. So hands in the middle of the mat, and we'll hop the width of the mat. Remember to breathe Away we go. If this is too difficult, we're going to step over, just stepping over from side to side. If we can, we're going to hop. Remember to breathe. Your head's low, so you're going to get a rush of blood to the head. If you're feeling dizzy or you don't feel well, then stop. If you need to, revert back to the jogging. Keep it going, stay in if you can. If you started out on this one, you can revert back to the step in if you need to. That's it, 15 seconds rest. You should have a good sweat on by now. Right, side shuffles again, but with a floor touch this time. So side shuffles, floor touch at the end. Keep your back nice and neutral. So as we reach down, back neutral, chest up. Away we go, 40 seconds. That's it, good. Your chest up, hips back, so just like a squat. Whatever pace is comfortable for you. If you can't reach all the way down, just as low as you can go is fine. Just do what you can. Keep breathing. That's it, last few seconds. Oh, good, 15 seconds rest. Right, we're going to do a squat to a jab, jab, so vertical jab. So squat, jab, jab. And from the side, squat, jab, jab. So knees out, hips back, chest up, jabbing up. Away we go. Just as low as you can comfortably go to a jab. That's fine. We're trying to get your heart rate up so you can go as quick as you can on this one. On the side. So with your squat position, whatever feels comfortable for you, hip to shoulder width apart, knees out, hips back. That's it. Nice and strong, keeping your heels down, just as low as you can comfortably go. Oh, good, 15 seconds rest. Right, jog with a rope climb. So keep your knees low if you're struggling. Do whatever pace you can comfortably go. If you really want to go for it, knees higher and quicker. Away we go, 40 seconds. Remember to breathe. We're really going to get your heart rate up after this one. Just do what you can. Knees nice and high. Keep your chest up. Keep it going. Last few seconds then. Stay in if you can. Keep breathing. Rest coming up. Oh, good, 15 seconds rest. Right, tuck jumps. Whew. So we're going to squat down. We're going to jump up. Bring your knees up nice and high. So on the side, little squat, tuck jumps. Just go as high as you can comfortably go. Away we go. So from the side, squat down as low as you can comfortably go. Jumping up as high as you can go. As of right now, if you can go nice and high, bring your knees up if you can. And from the front, chest up as we squat down. Knees up as you come back up. Away we go. Nice soft landings. Again, with that suspension. As we come down. Last one. Oh, 15 seconds rest. Right, our pulse raise is done. Okay, pike shoulder press, so upper body now. Hips up, chest low. Forehead down to the ground, looking down at your feet. Away we go. Can't do that, knees down, looking down at your feet. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way back up. Breathe in, breathe out. If you start off on the pikes, if you're struggling, knees down if you need to. breathe in, breathe out. Keep the breathing going. Keep your belly button towards your spine. Last one. Good. So relax, 15 seconds rest. Right, plank hold. A little bit of shoulders work involved in this. So feet about hip width apart, belly button towards your spine, shoulder and elbow in line, keeping your shoulders unshrugged, and we're just going to lift up and hold. You can bring your opposite arm up if you need to. Doesn't really matter too much. You can check the working muscle of or have your hand up. If that's too difficult, bend your knees, hips up with a knee bend. Staying as long as you can. If you're really struggling, hips down, a few seconds, bring it back up. Just do what you can. Oops. Okay, hip width apart, shoulder, elbow in line, up we go, belly button towards your spine, and sweat. Ah, good. And hips back down. Okay, right, this one's going to be tough. We're going to do a reverse grip press up on our fists. So we're really going to hit your triceps on this one. So palms facing up as you bring them down, fists down, and we lower your chest to the mat and we push back up. If that's difficult, knees down, thighs, torso in line, we go down, we push back up from there. Try not to have your hips too high. We want your core engaged as well on this one. It's all on the back of your arms. Breathe in, breathe out. If you started out on this one and you're struggling, knees down to finish the set. Good. Oh, that was difficult. Okay, left side plank. Again, we're going to go hip width apart if you can. If you can't, knees down, shoulder pulled back and down. Keep your shoulder engaged, belly button towards your spine, hips up. Away we go. We're just going to hold as long as you can go. If you need to, we drop down, come back up. If you can, straight leg on this one. And just sweat. Keeping that core nice and tight. You should be feeling it mostly here. You might feel it in the side of your hips, in this left shoulder as well. It shouldn't hurt. You should just be feeling it working. Keep those ankles nice and neutral. We're nearly done. Last few seconds then. And down, 15 seconds rest. Right, last one. We're going to do tricep dips, bridge dips. So you can go fingers pointing out to the side, feet flat, lift your hips up just a little bit, keeping your bum low, hips low, lower your bum down to the ground, bend your elbows. So keep your hips fairly high so you can get a nice elbow bend and back up. Breathe in, breathe out just as low as you can comfortably go. Keeping your shoulders unshrugged, so we don't want to relax your shoulders off. That's going to put your shoulders in a poor position. If you're finding it easy, pause at the bottom and squeeze back up. Lower down. Bum just touches the mat but not relaxing. Squeeze back up. And again, little pause, squeeze back up, and one more. Little pause, squeeze back up. Good. Whew. Awesome. Great work. Done. Totally finished. Just remember to have a cool down and a stretch. Follow the cool down and the stretching in the on-demand section. If you need some help or if you know what you're doing, you can just do it off the top of your head. But there's the on-demand section there if you need to. Just follow the videos. Nice little cool down and a stretch. Another 5 to 10 minutes and you're all done. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Awesome, good work. See you next week. Bye bye.